Christmas came early today. Look at that. Speed Daddy headers. 3800 L67 supercharged going on my 2001 Buick Regal GS. For what I paid for these things, I ain't gonna complain. I get stuff turning itself on here, I guess. They're actually stainless. Welds aren't too bad. That flex probably is not going to last a long time, but you know what? I'll get away with it for a while. Really nice flanges and stuff on it. I can't find my measuring tape, but I'd say those are 3/8. Easy 3/8. Oh, it's sharp too. Alright. Go over a few things here. Everybody said that they had problems with the crossover pipe not wanting to go in to the collector. So I had to look for myself. This here's the crossover pipe. Now the flanged end is going to go to the front. This raises over top of your transmission bell housing, and this goes into the rear header. Okay, the problem is not here. Slides right in there like it's nothing. Like, as you can see, it went right in there. No problems there. So allow me to put this back in the box. Okay, this is where the problems are. This is the front header. Give you a good look at it here. Again, nice 3/8 polished flange. This is where the problem is at, and I'm going to have it fixed today. When I go and take the truck and trailer, dump truck and pup trailer back. When you try and put this crossover onto the collector, it's so damn close it's not funny, but it will not go. Looks like it'll go, but it won't. So what I'm going to do, just to save myself some problems when I go to put the car back together, which probably won't happen until next weekend, but there will be a video, is I'm going to take this into the muffler shop and have them expand this probably 1/8. I'd say about 1/16 of an inch ought to get me by. So this way I don't run into the problem where people say they try to put the headers on and this won't go in, or this end won't go in. I shouldn't have problems with that. Now they say sometimes you get a trim like 1/8 of an inch off. What? I'm busy. Use your inside voice. Sorry. Have to trim 1/8 of an inch off of here, off of here, and off of the front collector. Don't trim it off of your flared end. It's not going to gain you anything at all. So I'm going to set this aside because I'm taking this with me today. Now, you get a bag of clamps. This all comes in a bag. Donate those to some racer. You don't like the word racer? Alright. This is the only thing you're going to need to keep. I'll tell you right now, I've used those before. They are junk. When you put those on the pipe, it collapses the pipe so that you can't take it back apart. You basically got to cut the joint out and weld it or whatever you got to do to put it back together. But don't use those. Do keep this. This joins your downpipe onto the back of your collector to the second piece of your downpipe just below the flex. They just fit together and then the clamp holds them tight. Do not throw this clamp away. Throw those away. So, okay, downpipe. Looks like it's going to hang a little low, but yeah, we'll make do. I got stock suspension, so I'm not worried about it. I'm going to put that back in there. I'm going to put this back in there. Yeah, boo-hoo, they're going to get scratched. They're going on a car. It's not a show car. Set this over there. Now, you're not going to use these, okay? What you're going to get, I got these at Napa. This is a lap joint exhaust band clamp. That's a 3-inch. And basically all you do is you fit your throw that back in the box. You fit your two pieces of pipe together. One goes inside the other. I'm going to try and do that right now with one hand. Must have got a ding there when it was shipped. It's a little tight going in, but it goes in. Anyways, I don't have to put it in there. Actually, you know what I'm doing? Just a second. See if I can't get cut here. Should have capped it like that. There we go. So as you can see, the outside flare joint is obviously going to be higher than your inside of the pipe. So these clamps are fit for just that reason. So you slide it on, slide it back all the way, put your bolts in, and this will seal this 100%. Now, how are these any better than those? I'll show you. I drive truck for a living, and we sometimes got to take mufflers and downpipes and stuff apart. You take these apart, you take the bolts out of them, you might have to rattle it a bit or tap it with a hammer up here or pry it apart. Okay. This will come off the pipe, especially where it's stainless. These clamps compress these pipes equally all the way around. So there's no dents, there's no kinks, there's no fold marks. And believe it or not, you can pretty much just take the pipes, if they're stainless. Now if they're not stainless or they're just aluminized, you're going to have problems. But they will pretty much come apart just like that. So you're saying to yourself, okay, well those 3 clamps, 2, 2.5, and a 3-inch was $55. Yeah, that's what we pay for stuff up here in Canada. Now mind you, they're stainless, they're nice clamps. Just let me put this away here and I'll show you. Problem with these is this cradles the pipe and this cradles the pipe, so it actually creates a kink right here when you tighten this down, and the exhaust can leak out of that kink. Now when you take these off, you'll have to beat the hell out of it. These things are going to break. After the heat gets to these bolts will break off, so you're going to replace the clamp if you're going to take it apart anyway. But you won't be able to pull the 2 sections of pipe together because they'll have a big kink here and here that locks those 2 pipes together. You'll never get them apart. I don't care if you say you can or you have in the past. You put that thing on there for a year and try and take it apart, it ain't coming. So those, like I say, some racer will want them things, or some idiot, I don't know. Okay, on to the next. Your Speed Daddy headers comes with these gaskets. Take these, go to the ricer pile. You can use this. I plan on taking this in and getting I guess a generic something, a better quality one anyways. But you can use this, I guess. People say that they're alright. So what are you going to use for gaskets? The best. Here's your part. MS95808, and they are for 96 to 01, 3.8. I don't know what the difference is beyond 01, but anyways, these just look like a better gasket. These things are hard as nails. I want to bend these. These are flexible. They seem like they'd seal better. And the advantage that these have over this is, as you can see, you can slot these, I guess, if you had to. But where is the rear one? This is the rear one. You know, I can tell is because of the EGR port. You can see right there. You got to try and hold these in place. Get a bolt started on either side so that they don't drop out. You know there's going to be friction and swearing involved there. These ones, you can put the headers up with a bolt with a nut, because this is a nut and this is a nut with a stud. get them started, and then just drop your gasket in. Feed the rest of your bolts in, loosely tighten them up while you get your crossover fed in there. Yes. Just unwanted junk, just trust me. So, that's that, Speed Daddy headers. If you guys are wondering, I'm in Canada. A lot of people say, oh, they don't want to buy them because it costs so much for shipping and this and that. Well, yes and no. I think I paid $30 some for shipping, and I can't remember, there was an import fee that I paid right at the get-go. I didn't pay a cent to pick this up when the post office dropped it off here today. It was $299 exactly, Canadian dollars, shipped to my door in Halifax, Nova Scotia. You compare that with local prices of $400, $500, $600 for similar quality stuff, OBX stuff. These start to look like a really good deal. They're just, I don't know, I got no complaints about them. Not yet, I haven't had them on the car. But they're going on, I'd say a week Saturday. I'll take her in, strip her down. If I can swing it, I'm going to try and have the 1.9 ratio rockers to go in it as well. It's got a Fenderwell intake on it now. It's got a 2.5 inch catback exhaust. I done it myself. 2.5 inch back past where the resonator is, and then where the tailpipe section starts with the wraparound. The fuel tank, that's all 2.25 inch into a 2.25 inch stainless magnaflow. Yeah, it works alright. It definitely, and the U-bend delete's done, of course. It dropped my boost from it was like 12 psi down to about 8, I guess. I see 8.5, wide open throttle. So I'm hoping that these things will make my boost go down even further. Now you might say I'm crazy, but you know what? Boost is restriction. So the less boost I have, more air going in, means that the more efficient the engine's getting. So yeah. Soon be time for a 3.4 and a good solid tune. I gotta drill the thermostat when I do this. Gotta get another thermostat gasket, and I get autolite 104 equivalents. I think they're NGK 65s. I forget what the number is, but they're 2 steps colder than stock copper plugs. Yeah, I'll keep you informed.